In the meantime, of course, Thursday being Thursday, and we will talk boxing, not in the company of Spencer Oliver, but in the company of talkSPORT Fight Night host Adam Catterall, who is with us this Thursday lunchtime. Adam, good afternoon to you, my friend.
How are we, gentlemen? We well?
Very good, thank you. Very good.
All well, mate. All well.
Good Adam, it's good to speak to you, mate. We were ladies first, and that doesn't refer to any of us. It refers to Natasha Jonas. Unified champion Natasha Jonas beat Marie-Eve Dicker in Manchester and adds the IBF title to her WBC and WBO lightweight belts. I mean, she's going places, Natasha, is she not?
Absolutely, mate. I mean, what a 12 months Natasha Jonas has had. If you think back to this time last year, she was on the verge of calling it a day, retiring, because the dreams of becoming a world champion hadn't been fulfilled. Maybe because opportunities hadn't come her way. Maybe she hadn't been treated with the love and respect that maybe she deserved. But you fast forward 12 months and a team up with Boxer and Ben Shalom and the guys at Sky Sports, and she's not picked up just one. She's picked up 3 of the world championships in a weight division that's actually 3 weight divisions above where she should be fighting at. It's been a phenomenal 12 months. She's right in there for the conversation for British Fighter of the Year, and now she's on the verge of either next fighting for undisputed titles or taking on one of the greatest of all time in Claressa Shields.
It was some fight on the weekend, wasn't it, Adam? I mean, she looked so good at times, but the other girl, came back at her and gave her a lot of trouble in that fight, didn't she?
Yeah, I think skills in the end paid dividends for Natasha. Her pedigree, obviously being an elite amateur, being the first ever woman to represent Great Britain at the Olympic Games back in 2012, came to the forefront. Dicker, don't get me wrong, she's good, but I think it was more size and power that was causing Natasha any troubles in that. As I said, she's fighting 3 weight divisions above where she should be at. I mean, this is a girl that was competing 18 months ago at super featherweight. So therefore, to take on a proper 154, a proper super welter, there was always going to be trouble there.
It's a big ask, yeah.
But absolutely, but I thought she was brilliant. I thought her footwork and her hand speed was top class and got the job done.
I mean, technically, Natasha is incredibly good. Where would you put her against the technicality of some of these other fighters that we're putting her into the bracket with, with Claressa and with Katie Taylor? Because she looked so technically adroit on Saturday that she looks like she's getting better and better, Natasha.
I think she is. Technically, she's very good. Obviously, from that southpaw stance, it always looks better. I don't know what it is about lefties, whether it's in football or in boxing or whatever. They always look a little bit better, don't they? But yeah, she's technically brilliant. I still have technically the best that I've seen as Claressa Shields. Her footwork and her shot selection is right up there with some of the very, very best that I've ever seen. And you've got to obviously hold Katie above Natasha because Katie has a couple of wins over Natasha. So she's in the top 5 because I'd probably still put Amanda Serrano slightly above her. If we're going to go pound for pound, technically, I'd put Natasha most certainly in the top 5 in the world today.
Okay. Ricky Hatton, meantime, put on a show in Manchester. He returned to the ring. And of course, he did so, Adam, for the first time in 10 years with this exhibition bout against the Mexican great Marco Antonio Barrera. One wonders what is next for him. Mayweather's been in the conversation. It was in his conversation last week. Listen to this.
It's been so good for my well-being. It's been good for me physically. It's been good for me mentally. If I had a phone call from Floyd Mayweather or anyone for that matter, I'd be a fool not to look at it because what it's done for me mentally and physically and what it's done for others. I've inspired others away from the ring. So if Floyd Mayweather come on the phone, I'd have to be an idiot not to look at it. But like I say, in these exhibition formats, I'm all for it. My best days are behind me. But an exhibition and move around with Floyd Mayweather again? Absolutely, yeah.
Adam, are you a fan of these exhibition bouts?
These ones, yeah, I am. But there's certain ones that then blur the lines that I'm absolutely not a fan of. At the weekend, it was weird because you mentioned Floyd Mayweather's name there. Floyd Mayweather was in what you would class as an exhibition with a kid off YouTube. I'll come to that in a minute, and they're the ones that I'm against. This one for Ricky and Marco Antonio Barrera. As Ricky said there, it did wonders for him from a mental health point of view. It obviously got him in incredible physical shape, and it gave him the opportunity to feel that fire again. It's a horrible void sometimes for fighters when they walk away from this game and they're as popular as Ricky Hatton once was, and they don't have that high. And we've heard in the past that he's maybe gone down bad avenues in order to try and find that high. He's managed to sort himself out. And at the weekend, I thought it was a wonderful opportunity for him to feel the love of a crowd once again. And those people in the crowd to get to see a legend get to throw some shapes. They knew that it wasn't a proper fight. They knew that it was an exhibition. Yeah. And the two guys that were participating in the participation knew how to look after each other in the ring. You have a go, I have a go. We have a little bit of a ref. We have a little bit of a breather. It's 2-minute rounds. Go on then, you have a go again. And everybody has a little bit of fun. And you smile from ear to ear. You know there's not a knockout coming, but you know that both guys in there know exactly what they're supposed to be doing. Great. All for that. And I think there is definitely a place for that in the boxing realm. We know that it's not a proper
Adam,
fight.
Apart from nostalgia, mate, what's it all about?
Fun. And like I said, we know it's not a proper fight. As long as it's marketed right, you know that it's not what people are saying, oh, Ricky Hatton's back, he's making a comeback. No, that was never marketed this way. It was Ricky Hatton, Marco Antonio Barrera, another legend, are going to go in there. They're going to have a little bit of fun. They're going to have a little bit of a move around. Old fans get to come and have a little bit of a look at it. New fans that have heard tales from their dad of Ricky Hatton get to come and experience it. You know, you're not watching a proper fight, but you are watching an exhibition. In total contrast, on the Sunday over in Dubai, you had Floyd Mayweather taking on Deji. Now, what is Floyd Mayweather doing in that particular fight? Because I say particular fight because it's not supposed to be a fight. Floyd Mayweather is one of the greatest that has ever been. No doubt about that. Why is he stopping a YouTuber? That's what happened on Sunday night. He went through the gears and he stopped the kid.
Though, Adam, is it
not? No, not at all. Because
both of them are not proper fights.
Well, no. Deji's not a proper fighter. He's a kid off YouTube who was used the facility of boxing with other YouTubers to put himself into this particular place. Floyd Mayweather is in there with him because of obviously a massive audience that Deji would bring to the table. Floyd should know better than to go through the gears and stop this kid. At the end of the day, he should be carrying him. He should be absolutely looking after that lad in the ring at that whilst they're in there through that course of a period. Crossing over into the world of boxing against legends, I've got a problem with. When two legends of the game, in Barrera and Ricky Hatton, are stepping into the ring and having a bit of fun, absolutely no problem with it whatsoever. These lads know what they're doing and they know how to look after each other and they know that nobody's going to get hurt in that scenario.
Okay. You with Adam in that?
To a degree, but I'm surprised Adam is uncomfortable with these YouTubers that are leveraging the sport, not getting a touch of reality of what the sport really involves. Because they're a lot younger than Floyd Mayweather. Floyd Mayweather, of course, is Floyd Mayweather. And I understand Adam's argument, but I'm actually in the camp of some of these guys getting a bit of reality. They want to monetize themselves through the world of boxing. Jake Paul the same. I know he's not fighting at the same level, and calling out Tommy Fury isn't the same as calling out, Floyd Mayweather.
Yeah.
But I'm not against it. I'm not against them getting, for want of a better expression,
a bit of a lesson. Yeah. Okay, well, it's come and gone. I mean, Adam, I'm not so sure. I think, to be honest, you can make a case for both. You can also say, yeah, I get what you're saying about Hatton, and I get what you're saying about Barrera. Two legends going in there, but at the same time, Adam, there is an appetite for the YouTubers of this world having a crack at it as well, and it's clear,
there you go.
It's clear there.
And that's where the problem is. That boxing has caused this. There's obviously an appetite for it because broadcasters are thirsty for subscribers. They're thirsty for eyes. So therefore, they're looking for people that are going to be able to bring audience. Proper fights in the world of boxing will bring audience. But we've had years and years and years and years of ill-fitting matchmaking. The best aren't fighting the best. We're not getting to see all the fights that we want to see. We're just hearing hot air. And people have got fed up with it. So therefore, broadcasters and promoters are looking in other realms and other avenues in order to fill the remit that they need to fill. And that's why we have people from the world of YouTube who have massive audiences that are filling this thing. I mean, DAZN as a broadcast platform this year, they've got Canelo on their platform, who is one of the biggest names in the whole of boxing. KSI is doing more numbers than Canelo on DAZN. That's ridiculous in the realm of boxing. I mean, that should never be happening.
When Adam tells it like that, then it is ridiculous. God love them. These little YouTubers think they're actual boxers, don't they?
They do, but they also know that the conventional broadcasting has changed, and the landscape for the digital market space and the various platforms like YouTube that are carrying immense audiences are significant. And rather than trying to beat them, the promoters will try and join them now. And obviously with this desperate need to drive to subscribe on DAZN to try and make it look something vaguely viable, they will bring that into the space. Frank Warren will do the same.
Yeah.
They will all do the same because they can't ignore it.